The Center for Citizens with Disabilities is displeased over what it termed as the lack of political will to implement Section 2 of the Disability Act 4 years after its passage. Executive Director, Center for Citizens with Disabilities, Mr. David Anyele, made this known in a statement issued to newsmen in commemoration of the International Day of Persons with Disabilities 2022. The statement reads in part, "The theme of this year's event is Transformative Solutions for Inclusive Development, the role of innovation in fueling an accessible and equitable world." This year's event is an opportunity to reflect and ask critical questions on the extent that the federal government and its subnational are responsive to the full integration of persons with disabilities into the society and ensuring for their education, health care, and the protection of their socio-economic and civil rights. We are concerned that Section 2 of the Disability Act, which provides that the Federal Ministry of Information shall make provisions for promoting of awareness regarding the rights, respect, and dignity of persons with disability, the capabilities, achievement, and contribution of persons with disabilities to the society. This has not happened for 4 years after the passage of the Act. Ministries, departments, and agencies of the federal and state government are doing little or nothing to ensure the full implementation of the disability law. This is made obvious through the non-prioritization of disability issues in budgetary provisions by 16 federal ministry, departments, and agencies responsible for disability affairs in Nigeria. This is made worse in states with a disability commission with little or no resources for operations, turning them into institutions of bargain. Therefore, if the government are not implementing disability laws in the land, who will protect the rights of people with disabilities? We call on members of the federal and state houses of assembly to demand for the budgetary provisions and activities from all ministries, departments, and agencies for the full implementation of the disability law. Interestingly, we are marking this year's World Disability Day less than 83 days for Nigerians to go to the polls for the 2023 general elections to select their leaders from the states to the Federal House of Assemblies and from state governors to the president. The election campaign are ongoing across the federation. Unsurprisingly, issues of critical importance to the disability community are missing in the manifestos of frontline political parties. This is indicative that the incoming government may struggle to prioritize inclusion and participation of persons with disability in government programs and activities, as the operational documents do not indicate how citizens with disabilities will be part of the government. People with disabilities and their families, as well as concerned citizens, should demand from political parties candidates' agenda for persons with disabilities. People with disabilities and their organizations must document disability-related promises made by candidates in order to hold them accountable for the general elections.